Hello everyone and welcome to the online class of Environmental Studies of class 3rd. Children, today we are going to discuss about a new lesson of our textbook, that is lesson 11, water in our lives. Here in this chapter we will go through the following topics: introduction, water for plants, water for animals, sources of water, fresh water, forms of water, uses of water, water we get at our homes, drinking water, wrap up, and at last we will discuss the book exercise also. So let's start our lesson. The first topic of the chapter is introduction. All living things need water to live and grow. It is important for both plants and animals. Children, water is an essential part of our life. We cannot imagine our life without water. All living things means human beings, plants, animals depend on water. If there was no water, there would be no life on earth. Now the next topic is water for plants. Plants use water, sunlight and air to make their food. However, not all plants needed the same amount of water. Some plants can live on very little water and some need a lot of water to grow. Children, we already know that plants make their food by a process known as photosynthesis. In this process, plants use sunlight, air and water. Different plants need different amount of water to grow, like cacti, kikar and date palm need very little amount of water to survive. But on the other hand, tea, money plant and rice need a lot of water to grow. Children, now the question is, what happens when plants do not get enough water? When plants do not get enough water, they droop or wilt. Children, when a plant is properly hydrated, there is enough water pressure to make the leaves strong. But when a plant does not get enough water, the pressure inside the stems and leaves drops and they wilt, means they dries up. In the following picture, you can see the image of wilt plants. Now the next topic is water for animals. Animals need water to drink and bath. Rattlesnakes and camels need less water. Animals that live in cold regions need little water. This is because they are inactive during winters and sleep for a long time. This is called hibernation. Animals that live in hot regions drink a lot of water. Some animals, such as buffaloes and elephants, wade in water to cool off their bodies. Children, like plants, different animals also need different amount of water. There are some animals who need less water for survival, like rattlesnakes and camels. Camels can stay without water for a long period, but they can drink a lot of water, approximately 45 to 50 liters at once. The animals that live in cold regions like Arctic region need very little amount of water for survival. In these regions, animals hibernate. That's why they become inactive during winters. Hibernation is a deep sleep that helps the animals to survive in cold regions. During hibernation, the animal's body temperature drops and its heartbeat and breathing slow down. Animals that live in hot regions need a lot of water. Sometimes they wade in water to cool off their bodies. In the last picture, you can see that some animals are cool of their bodies. Now, the next topic is sources of water. Almost three-fourths of Earth's surface is covered with water. Most of the water on Earth is found in seas and oceans. They are the main sources of water on Earth. However, we cannot drink this water directly as it is salty. We drink water from freshwater sources. Children, almost three-fourths of Earth's surface means a large part of Earth's surface is covered with water. Let us consider that the Earth is divided into four parts. Then one part of the Earth would be made of land and rest three parts would be made of water. Most of the water on Earth is found in seas and oceans. About 97% of Earth's water is in the ocean. But we cannot drink this water directly because it is saline water. Our planet Earth is known as blue planet due to the presence of water. Now the next topic is fresh water. Rainwater is the only natural sources of fresh water on the earth. It is the purest form of water. Rainwater collects in rivers, streams, lakes, and ponds. It seeps into the soil as groundwater. It can be drawn by digging wells or by using tube wells and hand pumps. Farmers use tube wells to water their crops. Children, rainwater is only natural and primary source of water on earth. Rainwater collects in different water bodies and it seeps into the soil also and known as groundwater. Groundwater can be drawn by digging wells or by using tube wells and hand pumps. Farmers use water for irrigation and they use tube wells or to water their crops. Here in this picture you can see the sources of water. Now the next topic is forms of water. Water is found in three forms: ice, that is the solid form; water, that is the liquid form; and water vapor, that is the gas form. Children, there are three forms of water. When we freeze the water means when the water gets cooling, then it converts into ice, and ice is known as the first form of water, that is solid. And the second form of water is liquid, means the stage of normal water, and the third form of water is gas. When we heat the water means due to heating it convert into water vapor. So water convert into ice due to cooling and water convert into water vapor due to heating. Now the next topic is uses of water. Some of the uses of water are: water is used for drinking, washing, bathing, cleaning, and cooking. Water is used for generating electricity. Water is important for digestion of food and removal of waste materials from our bodies. Farmers need water to grow crops. Boats and ships move on rivers and seas. Water is used for sports like swimming, rafting, etc. Children, water is an important substance on earth. All plants and animals must have water to survive. Apart from drinking it to survive, people have many other uses of water, like water is used for domestic purpose such as washing, bathing, and cleaning. Water is also needed for cooking food. Electricity is generated by the using of water. Water is very helpful in digestion of food. Water maintain our body temperature and helps our body to absorb nutrients. Water removes waste materials from our body. Water is also needed for irrigation. Crops need water to grow. Rivers and water bodies Rivers and water bodies are an important part of religious festival. Boat races are held on Onam and religious rituals are carried out around a river during Chhath Puja. Children, water is a source of life, energy, and absolution in religions and communities around the world. People worship rivers like Ganga and Yamuna. During the Chhath Puja, rituals are carried around the rivers. Now, the next topic is water we get at our homes. Water reaches our homes from river and lakes. However, this water is not fit for drinking because it contains impurities and germs. Therefore, water is first sent to water treatment plant for purification. Clean water is then collected in tanks and reaches our homes through pipelines. Clean water does not have any taste, color, or smell. Children, rainwater is the primary source of water. Rainwater collects in rivers, lakes, and ponds, and the water reaches our homes from rivers and lakes. But this water contains a lot of impurities and germs. That is why we cannot drink this water directly. So, the water is first sent to the water treatment plant where it gets purified by removing the impurities and germs. Then purified water collect in tanks and reach the houses through pipelines. Clean water is tasteless, odorless and colorless. Means it does not have any taste, any color or any smell. In this picture you can see the image of water treatment plant. Now the next topic is drinking water. Water which is clean and fit for drinking is called potable water. Water should either be boiled or filtered at home to make it fit for drinking. We should always drink clean water. In some places, especially in villages, water available is not enough to meet the needs of all people. Villagers sometimes have to travel long distance to fetch water from wells or hand pumps. They often stand in queues to collect water from wells and taps. Sometimes water is supplied to these villages by water tanks. Children, water that we get from taps contain a lot of impurity and germs which are strong enough to make us sick. The water which is clean and fit for drinking purpose is called potable water. The easiest way to purify the water is boiling. Tap water either should be boiled or filtered at home to make it fit for drink. We should always drink clean water. There are some reasons in our country or in world that receive less rainfall, and due to various reasons the water available is not enough to meet the needs of the people. Means there is a scarcity of water. Sometimes people have to travel long distances to fetch water from wells and hand pumps. In many regions, people often stand in queues for long time to collect water from wells and taps. Water is also supplied to these regions by water tanks. Here in this picture, you can see the image of a water tanker and people in villages queues up to get water. Nowadays, most of the people can use clean water. Getting clean drinking water is the right of every human being. The local government should provide clean drinking water to all, be it in villages, towns, or cities. Children, nowadays people use water purified to get clean drinking water. Every human being has the right to getting clean water. It's the responsibility of local government to provide the clean water to all, be it in villages, towns, or cities. Children, that's all about the lesson. Now we are going to conclude the chapter. Wrap up. All living things need water to live and grow. The surface of the earth is covered with salty water present in seas and oceans. We get water from different sources. Rainwater is a natural source of water. It is the purest form of water. Fresh water is found in rivers, lakes, and ponds. It seeps into the soil as groundwater. Water from different water bodies reaches our home through pipelines. Children, now we are going to discuss about the book exercise, and the first question is, that is part A, fill in the blanks with the correct answer, and the answer of first filler is A, solid, and the answer of second filler is B, kicker. The answer of third filler is B, living things, and the answer of fourth filler is B, salty. Now the next part, that is part B, match the following. The first match is oceans to salty. The second match is clean water to potable water. The third match is filtered water to without impurities. The fourth match is water vapor to gas. And the last one, that is the fifth one, matches fresh water to rainwater. Now the last part, that is part C, write T for true and F for false. Children, first statement is false statement, second statement is a true statement, third statement again a false statement, and the fourth and the fifth, both statements are true statements. That's all about this chapter. On next turn, we will discuss next lesson. Thank you.